And our special money moment on the AM show is here, and we have our box. It's just to signify or perhaps symbolize the need for us to put something, not really as a nest egg, but just to save. This is not the only means by which you need to save, because you need to do other sorts of investments that you can find around. Just speak to your financial consultant, and you have a plethora or wide range of services that you can invest your money in. But this one is for you at home. If you're a father or a mother, this also serves as motivation for young children, if you have children or brothers or sisters, to also inculcate the habit of savings. But it's not only about the money you put together, it's about what you use the money for. Because you can have enough money in the bank, but if you don't make your money work for you, you don't tend to grow the money. You just have to go to Dr. Mensa Otabel's church to know how to grow money. You'll be told all that in preaching. It will be illustrated using the Bible. Parable of the talents. Allah illallah. Okay, so now we have a money.
I'm offended by what you just said. I mean, what has Otabel's church got to do with what we're doing?
No, it was not in a bad way. Please, don't worry. You know, people are very sensitive when it comes to their preacher. Please, we have to put this.
No, you are not paying for today and tomorrow. I told you, one day at a time.
So 20 Ghana.
Okay, and watch out for our money tip. We'll bring you from Monday, God willing. We'll bring you some solid money tips here on the AM show.
Serious one.
I pray that you're saving.
Yeah.
I really pray that you are able to, whatever amount that you can put in your box, you are doing it. We want to do it continuously. You know, it's
special money tips coming here for little money moments on the AM show, and we'll put it nice graphics, well designed.
Money,
for
money, money.
Money, money.
Have you decided on what you use your money for?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
What?
I'll tell you when we have the graphics and the tips ready for Monday.
Really?
Yeah, really.
You're so weird.
I'm telling you.
Okay, let's do the newspapers now. Roland will start off with his favorite, the Daily Guide.
The Daily Guide. And the Daily Guide has on the front page, Lady Julia consoles Otumfuo. MPP fights back over violent attacks. Soldier grabbed with government vehicle, and Bawumia storms Register General Department in style.
Reminds me of
Daily Guide.
Our former
I'm sure Daily Guide would never find anything
President
wrong
Mills.
with the MPP government. Everything is so nice, well embellished. I love this headline. Bawumia storms Register General Department in style.
Why is so mischievous? I mean,
It's not mischief. This is my favorite newspaper, remember? But let's look at this. I don't know whether you still
What's that?
Talks about this. Stunning photos. You should go to Facebook. You should go onto Facebook. You find. I love this little girl.
Yeah, she was the one who did the
dancing
for us, that video.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Let's do the Daily Graphic newspaper. Front page of the Daily Graphic. Be even-handed with NPP sympathizers. Nana Obriboahen saying that yesterday as he called for a press conference at the NPP's headquarters. Final burial rites of Asante Hima. Basic schools close in Kumasi following lockdown today. We know that some of the banks are also not working. I've seen a statement issued by one of the banks that operates in the municipality. Security man jailed for inflicting wound on horse. And Nana Efiakobi Sewa Ampem II is on the front page of the paper. Very beautiful picture of her making the front page headline in the Daily Graphic newspaper. Really in Kumasi, it's been all about Nana Efiakobi Sewa Ampem II. The whole of the week. We know that later tonight she's going to be buried. Back page of the Daily Graphic is sports. AFCON over for injured Rahman. And is it Aubameyang rescues Gabon again? So these are the two stories. But one consensus really, Baba Rahman disappointed that his AFCON campaign has ended after being stretched off in the Stars opening game against Uganda last Tuesday. We've got another game on Saturday. But let's touch a bit on the story on page 3. about what's happening in Kumasi today. It says that the Kumasi metropolis will be without commercial activities today as businesses are expected to grind to a halt to pave way for the smooth burial of the Asante Hima Nana Efia Kobisewa Mpim II. All schools in the metropolis will also be closed down for the day. A January 16, 2017 letter signed by the Acting Deputy Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Mrs. Felicia Boachi Yadom, said the closure was to ensure the smooth burial of the late Queen Mother and in compliance with the measures put in place by the Menchia Palace. And there was an interview with some of the business owners in Kumasi, and they said, listen, Asante Hene is our father. Whatever he says we should do, that's what we will do. So they understand. They don't mind losing monies today. Let's go to page 16. The story about a security man jailed for inflicting wound on horse. A 32-year-old private security man was yesterday convicted by the Asokori Mampon District Court for inflicting a machete wound on a horse. The convict, Peter Awenipore, who pleaded guilty to the charge of cruelty to the animal, was convicted on his own plea by the court, presided over by Mrs. Portia Molly Anafo Salia. Awenipore was subsequently fined 240 Ghana cedis, or in default, 1 month imprisonment. So I like the fact that our prosecutors and the judges, if you like, are protecting animals as well. So everybody is safe in the country. I like this story very much. There are more stories in the Daily Graphic newspaper.
We have the Business and Financial Times. It has on the front page the story. It says the NCA struggles to justify Sweetheart's ICH deal. We know that this very deal, which AfriWave is in line to undertake, raised a lot of questions, especially from the Parliamentary Committee on Communications, that's in the last parliament. FDI drops by 66% in 5 years, but domestic investment shows promise. Canal K reverse industries negative growth. And those are the stories we have on the front page of the Business and Financial Times.
Let's do the Ghanaian Times newspaper. PIAC, VRA must pay Ghana gas. High consumption of contaminated maize granite causes liver cancer. Ghana to become a business-friendly country, according to Vice President Dr. Bawumia. Jackpot operators hot as police seize machines. And you find a tax force. This same story in our AM News, where Matilda Wemaga found that story and spoke to those children. So there's a tax force taking away one of the machines. I am not super fascinated about this, because the fact that you sit there as a tax force and even wait for people to put up these things, that in itself is failure coming from you. And then you wait and do this at this time. I bet you where they pick these machines from, go back there this weekend and you find the machines. They are springing up, they're coming up everywhere now. And I don't know, to think that we even have a tax force, what have they been doing all this while? Let's do the back page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Maximum points is what matters. And I'm happy that Grant knows that too. Gabon head back to deny Burkina Faso. We've got sports later this morning. We have more details about what's happening in the AFCON 2017 right here on the AM show.
We have the Business Finder has on the front page, banking industry set to blossom thanks to new government philosophy strategy. We have the market numbers here, and those are the stories we have. Front page of the Business Finder.
All right, time for us now to do myjoyonline.com. Let's do the online review now. Okay, so Jammeh refuses to leave office as deadline passes. Gambian President Yahya Jammeh is refusing to step down despite the threats of military intervention by neighboring states. Florida FDA intercepts 1 metric ton of expired products, and the Food and Drugs Authority last December seized about 1 metric ton of expired products from the open market, supermarket, marts and pharmacy shops in the New Jabin municipality. But I tell you what, there are some shops that do not even realize when some products are expired. Sometimes they may have all the good intentions. They simply have not done their work by going round the counter every morning or every evening to check. And I found that in a very good pharmacy, you know, one of the popular ones. But I drew the attention of the attendant, and he felt so ashamed. So it's also our responsibility. You don't just pick the item, you know, and just pay for it, but you check for the expiry as well, you know.
Yes, we should.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%.
Providing homes, offices for former presidents, a necessity is a question. I disagree. Some people make very good argument for the motion as well. I think that, you know, you're not president for life. You're working before you become president, and you're president for a period. At most, you're there for 8 years. You've been working and been saving and made money.
Why do we think that ex-presidents can't work after being president?
Well, that's a very good question, because, you know, we know that either they are motivational or speakers, depending on what kind of profession or expertise you may have. For instance, I see our former President Mahama as being somebody who would do a lot of mediations, you know, like what he's doing in this Gambian situation, for instance, because he's a perfect example. He's the right person to tell you that, Massa, when you lose, just, you know, do what's honorable and leave. So I don't know. I don't see why we should give them houses. 8 years and a house. Somebody works for like 20 years, 40 years, and the company they worked for owes them nothing close to a house. They have to save their hard-earned money to be able to buy plots, to be able to put up structures on it. They're fortunate to be able to buy a house. So I don't know. I mean, you serve us for 8 years and we give you a house? Like, seriously? How many 8 years can we afford? Okay, let's move on.
Former president served you for 4 years.
Let's move on. The story's not about me.
Served you for 4 years, not 8 years.
The story's not about me.
Anyway, so we have other stories.
Yeah, we do have other stories. Business going to a halt in Kumasi ahead of Asante Hima's burial. No, I'm not getting emotional. It's just my, like, I'm entitled to a nose. Yes, I have a cold.
But I think you're emotional too.
Our great minister designates stance on GMO spurs food sovereignty opposition. Watch what you say. Watch what you're affiliated to. Watch what you do when nobody's watching, because you never know, someday when you're given some kind of public appointment, it may come back haunting you.
So the story says he was a pro.
Yeah, he was for. Yeah.
And now he's the agri minister.
Yes. So what happens, you know? A lot will come out of the vetting, though. The vetting will bring a lot of things.
It's just a formality.
Oh, it is, but at least it will also bring some kind of talking points, clarification. I tell you what.
Since the year 2000, I've been to many vettings. Nothing will happen.
But no, nothing will happen. But it would expose people. That's what I mean. Oh. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Ghana commits 200 troops as ECOWAS readies for Gambia showdown. I like that, Gambia showdown.
I wish that there would be some shooting. It would be nice.
Really? You're so wicked.
Charlie. That's for media. This is what we live for.
No, not for chaos.
Yeah,
not
sure.
for chaos.
We're not saying there should be chaos.
Not for chaos.
Exchange of fire between the
Bank of Ghana
forces
to
of
auction
Gambia.
some $120 million to help stabilize city. So the Bank of Ghana has announced plans to release some $120 million onto the market for the first quarter of this year as part of the central bank's plan to help stabilize the Ghana city. Can I just get, you know, 120, not in millions? That's a lot of dollars. Hajj board leaves behind 23 million Ghana cedis debts. Okay, so that's what Boniface Abubakar Sadiq will be inheriting. You know, he will be the overall, he will have the overall oversight over issues like Hajj and the Zongo Development Fund as well, because he's the minister designate for Zongos and inner cities. Ghana commit 200 troops. Okay, that story here as ECOWAS readies for Gambia showdown. So we've contributed 200 of our men, you know, to help in this. If it gets to that point, it looks like it's getting to that point. But at what time will the troops move in? At what point would they move in? What's the signal? Because especially because of what their parliament has done, is his continuous stay still illegal? Is his continuous stay still illegal? We have a former colleague who's a journalist based in Senegal. We'll be speaking to him on the what's latest, and then we'll keep one eye on the BBC as well. When there's some breaking news story concerning Gambia, we'll bring it to you here on our show.
Now let's go to the portal City FM Online. We have ECOWAS troops enter Gambia without resistance from military. Oh, okay.
I hear they are military and they are like some
Thousand.
scouts or something.
1,000. They are only 1,000.
And they are not wild too.
And I'm saying that, you know, you have a big funeral at a park. You can even get 1,000 people. People's wedding, they get 1,000 people. You can manage them.
No, but listen, you can get 1,000, but if they are very sophisticated and they're very good.
For where?
But I hear they are.
Charlie, don't give them too much credit. When they do it. Next one. Obri Boahin's open threats must be condemned. Next story. Ghana deploys 205 soldiers for ECOWAS mission in the Gambia. Mahama government leaves 23 million Hajj debts. Ghana City Hajj debts. Military intervention should be last option in the Gambia, according to Brigadier General Nunu Mensah. I agree too. I agree. But I love the intervention.
I'll blame African leaders for the crisis in Gambia. We're slow in acting. We never almost act. Okay, Roland, you know we're supposed to have the king of Morocco visit Ghana, but that visit was postponed.
Okay.
Yeah, that visit has
We
been
go to the
postponed.
BBC Africa page. Yaya Jammeh refuses to step down for Adama Barrow as regional troops remain poised at the border. Okay, BBC says they are at the border. So let's see how it goes.
So why is the inaugural ceremony, Gambia, it's very interesting what's unfolding. It's all developing very much in the Gambia because on this day, Adama Barrow is supposed to be outlawed, inaugurated, sworn into office to take charge of Gambia. But we know that Yaya Jammeh has refused to go. There are troops ready to intervene to get him out of the Gambia. Everything is almost at a standstill. Gambia is in the air very much. We don't know what's happening right now. As you know, the day is breaking, if you like. We'll see what happens, and we're certainly going to update you. Oh, Charlie. Can't believe we're here.
How sweet.
Can't believe we're here.
Okay.
How many years? 22?
Yep.
22.
I think
Well, he thinks that what? Gambia is for him or what? Like he can run Gambia anyhow he wants.
Give and take. He's been in power since 1994. So
Listen,
it's enjoying.
you know, as
we're
the heads of
in the
state,
23rd year and he doesn't want to leave.
as the heads of state went to talk to him, like Buhari, John Dramani Mahama, Johnson Sirleaf, as they went to have that closed door session, couldn't they have just kidnapped him, like just grab him?
Oh no, that's so undiplomatic.
Yeah, but what's diplomatic about what he's doing?
But he also has supporters.
Is that
So
not
remember,
even?
remember
Okay.
he has people who support
So the
him.
question is, if we carried him like that, would people fight for his release? How much of an influence has he got on the people who support him? Would they do anything for him?
I think we have to ask the international
Would
relation
they do
experts
anything for
and
him?
see whether
So
they
that's
can
also
give
one
us
of the questions.
sufficient
Otherwise, when they were doing all these mediation thing, they could have just carried him out of the place, brought him to Ghana or somewhere, take him to Senegal or take him to Liberia or, you know.
That's just
Take him to Morocco.
just the superficial way of looking at it. It's not.
No.
It's very difficult.
Yes, Patrick Gomez. He's calling. Oh, I love you, Patrick Gomez. That's our director this morning because, you know, he's just giving us a reminder. Asari Bediako is coming on to do sports. But remember today.
He's supposed to give
he
us
has-
lines
Exactly.
of his poems.
He's supposed to recite
No.
a beautiful
He said he can't
poem.
recite. He said he can't recite.
No, but he wrote the thing. So the whole idea is he will bring the
He should bring
thing
it so that we'll see whether
and
he
you
really
read
writes
it. It's only the writer who can bring out the passion in the poem.
Oh, please.
Man. The casualties.
Script writers are there. They cannot.
The casualties.